We continue in the two-parter Miracle Warriors, Target Masters. With the Decepticons having abandoned Earth, the Autobots are uncovering Scorponok's explosives. Meanwhile, Wheelie tells Daniel he has a bunch of friends coming, while Chrome Dome and Hardhead's own incompetence causes one of the recovered explosives timer to start and GAH!
That's it! I'm done. I can't take it anymore. All the good characters are dead or just simply vanished. I'm done. This review is over. I can't take it anymore.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Yes!
Yeah!
Good characters. It only took them this long to establish it. 26 episodes in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Point Blank, Sure Shot, and Crosshairs. They're established as Autobot superior officers who are seasoned war veterans that have been fighting Decepticons across the universe. They meet with Cerebros, who tells them the Decepticons already abandoned Earth, but Point Blank wisely explains that they will be back. Back with the other Headmasters, the explosives timer has forced them to take them as far away from Earth to prevent a catastrophic explosion.
What? They can do that? Why the hell didn't they do that for Cybertron? Gah!
During the trip, Maximus runs into a shuttle piloted by 6 Minicons. No, I'm not kidding. They speak in the R2-D2 style speech, they're human size and everything. Trust me, they're Minicons. Before the Autobots can respond, a group of Decepticons arrive and attacks the shuttle. Point Blank and his team go out to face them, who Point Blank recognized as Slugslinger, Misfire, and Trigger Happy. I instantly like these three. They're the Decepticon equivalents of Point Blank's team, and that's a much-needed improvement of what we get with the Headmasters. Speaking of which, as they watch the fight, they have this conversation.
あの3人、えらく出しゃばってると思わないか？ほんと、いきなり現れて気に入らん奴らだ。
Funny, that's how I feel about you losers. Six Shot's arrival prompts them to join in the fight.
あいつはいい！奴らだけにでかい顔されてたまるか！
Fuck you, Highbrow. Cerebros and Blaster speak with the Minicons, Blaster being able to translate what they're saying. The Minicons explain that they recently escaped Master after a Decepticon invasion. Caring more about Master than he ever did about his own home planet of Cybertron, Cerebros swears to Six Shot that the Decepticons will never take over Master. He goes back inside and finds the Minicons are loading the explosives onto their own ship. They offer to get the explosives away from Maximus, and Cerebros and Blaster ultimately accept. Slugslinger sees the shuttle escaping and flies after it, Point Blank stopping Slugslinger when the bomb explodes, ending Part 1. Part 2 begins with Point Blank's team being brought back to Autobot City on Earth for repairs. 3 of the Minicons have become binary bonded to the trio, giving them the ability to understand their beeping language, as well as having the Minicons being able to transform into guns so they're now attachable wrists. Told you they were Minicons. This is much closer to the American idea of Target Masters being a human or Nebulon with biomechanical upgrades that allow them to transform into a gun for a Transformer. With the repairs complete, the Headmasters and Target Masters head for Master. And just like their last Galaxy Span trip, they bring Daniel and Wheelie with. Why do the writers think we actually like seeing Daniel and Wheelie? During the trip, Point Blank talks to the Headmasters. He had heard stories about them during his travels, but isn't impressed. I don't blame him. Their inexperience concerned him, and in typical Headmaster fashion, they instantly get angry, confirming all of Point Blank's concerns.
The worst part is that we're supposed to relate to the Headmasters.
Meanwhile on Master, Six Shot informs Scorponok of the situation with Point Blank's team, and the Autobots will soon be coming to Master. Scorponok isn't concerned though, as the 3 other Minicons are bonded to Slugslinger's team, making them Target Masters as well. Okay, I'll give him credit for not having the narrator blab it to us before this scene. And like the Horrorcons before them, Weird Wolf's team isn't even aware they're Decepticons when they first see them. Ugh. The Autobots arrive, Point Blank's team easily being able to take down the Decepticons and forcing them to retreat. Cerebros congratulates them.
ま、偉そうな口を聞くだけのことはあるか。まあな。認めたようだな、俺たちのパワーを。認めたとは言ってないぞ。
Have I mentioned how much I hate the Headmasters? With the battle over, the Headmasters reunite with their old friends, including Chrome Dome's best friend, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. That's a Cybertronian name if I ever heard one.
Chrome Dome remembers how he, Jack, and Abel were good friends prior to Chrome Dome becoming a Headmaster. Jack didn't become one, but ended up becoming one of Master's prominent scientists. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, he's a good friend of Chrome Dome's who we've never seen up till now. Just like Abel was. And Six Shot killed Abel. But don't worry, nothing bad's gonna happen to Jack. Sorry, I lied. Six Shot tortures Jack with Lumia's light whip in order to learn the secret of the Master's Sword. Oh, I can answer that. You see, it's a magic weapon that's hidden in a location on Hyrule depending on which Zelda game you're playing, which is the best weapon to use in Link's mission to save Hyrule from the evil Ganon... Oh wait, he's not talking about that one. With torture not working, Mindwipe resorts to hypnotism.
何でもペラペラさあ話すんだマスターソードの秘密を
マスターソードは合成金属だ
その金属は
それはフォートレスだけしか知らない
Well, you were pretty useless. Six Shot doesn't see it as a complete loss, though, deciding to put a bomb in Jack, and Mindwipe hypnotizing him into walking onto Maximus. Back with the Autobots, they're all standing around Maximus talking about Jack's kidnapping. For the second time in a row.
Sure.
Hey, writers, if you have nothing interesting for a character to say, just having them say, damn, is not gonna work in filling empty space.
Daniel sees Jack coming towards them, but thankfully Point Blank is not a moron and asks Blaster to scan him, who promptly discovers Six Shot's bomb. Cerebros orders everyone to get away from Maximus, though why they don't just throw Jack as far away from the ship as possible is beyond me. Chromedome tries to reason with him, but the Decepticons also installed finger beams in Jack. With no options left, Point Blank decides to shoot Jack before he reaches Maximus. Highbrow tries to stop him, but a reluctant Chromedome decides to do it himself.
クロームドームデストロンはマスターソードの秘密を
Okay, let's take a look at that for a minute.
The point of the bomb was to destroy Maximus. Now let's take a look at the explosion itself. You can clearly see Maximus in the background. Not to mention, Chromedome is standing not even 3 feet away when he shoots Jack, and isn't even caught in the explosion.
Bottom line, Six Shot's plan was doomed to fail from the start.